So I've had this chair for about 6 months now, and when I first bought it, I did a video comparing it to the autonomous Ergo 2. I wound up buying the Titan and the Ergo 2. I ended up keeping the Titan because I liked it better. I felt like it was better quality. I felt that the chair was better made. I felt that it was just all around a better product. And I am happy with my decision on purchasing the Titan. And I've had it for 6 months now. I've been using it every single day as my daily driver. I work from home. I'm a software developer. I sit in my chair pretty much all day. When I'm done working and I work on my side projects, they all involve me sitting in my computer chair. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, it's a firm, sturdy chair. And there were a lot of comments in the previous video that I made about this chair where people said that it was cheap, that the cushion wasn't good, that the materials weren't good, and that it was just a cheap gaming chair like all the rest of them. And honestly, it doesn't feel like that. This is a good quality chair. I didn't want to spend any more than $500 on a computer chair. That's why I was torn between a couple different chairs. This one being one of them, the Ergo 2 being another, and then a few other chairs at the time when I was looking at chairs to buy. If you do want to check out any of the Secretlab products, use my link down below. It'll give me a small commission if you end up buying something, and it'll help support this channel, and I'll appreciate it very much. There's definitely no signs of wear and tear so far. It's really held up amazingly well. The armrests, they're firm, but they have a little bit of give, and I mentioned that in the first video versus the Ergo 2 that felt really cheap and like hard plastic. These armrests look the same as they did the first day I got this chair. The cushion and the padding, it never really broke in, so to say, but it also still feels just as firm and as solid as it did the first day. And I did see in a lot of comments that people did not like the firmness and the stiffness of this cushion, but I like that in a seat, so I preferred this over the cheap foam, hard plastic feeling stuff that the Ergo 2 had. And all in all, I really just am so happy with how this chair is held up. One thing that I will mention was when I got this chair about 2 weeks into owning it, there was a few loose threads on the top of the chair right in this area here, and it looks like it wasn't properly sewn. I contacted customer support and asked them to fix the problem, and instead of fixing the problem, they kind of pushed it back over to me and said like, yeah, we could take care of that, but we would hate to put you out of a chair, so why don't you take a needle or something small and try to push the threads back in. It probably happened during shipping. And that's what it said in the email, and it kind of bugged me a little bit that they threw it back over the fence, and you can clearly see that it was just like bad stitching from the factory. At least that's what it looked like to me. So that's the one thing that did bug me a little bit about this chair, but there's always gonna be flaws with whatever furniture that you buy. I ended up shoving that stuff back in with a really tiny screwdriver, and it's all right, you know, it still bugs me. I know it's there, nobody else does. Something I mentioned in the first video was the fact that neither of these chairs came with rollerblade wheels and they came with just the plastic casters. They're definitely quality. They're not crappy $50 chair casters, but I am still kind of bummed that they didn't have rollerblade wheels, but I haven't pulled the trigger on getting some myself. They're only like 30 bucks. And I've had this chair on a concrete floor. I've had this chair on hardwood, and right now I have it on carpet. And I gotta say, on concrete and hardwood, these wheels that came with this chair did great, and it's only been in the last few months that I've been on carpet, and it has had me wanting to possibly change these to rollerblade wheels because I see that it's kind of damaging the carpet and it just doesn't roll as smoothly on the carpet as it did on hardwood or even on the concrete floors. But it's like a really minor thing and it doesn't bug me that much. And if I really want to, I could get the rollerblade wheels, but I'm still kind of upset that they didn't provide that because it's like a fairly cheap upgrade that they could throw in, and it probably really look like a nice touch when it comes to buying, you know, a higher end chair that you're paying $500 for. But, you know, small thing, but worth mentioning. All in all, super happy with the chair and how it's held up so far. I would say that it's exceeded my expectations, and I honestly believe that other cheaper chairs wouldn't have held up as well as this chair has so far. And that's one thing that I'm really happy about with this chair. I know I've said a lot of bad things about Autonomous and the Ergo 2 in this video and the previous video, but I do want to say one thing. Their customer service was extremely easy to deal with. They took the chair back, no problem. They didn't charge me shipping, and it was all in all a smooth process to return the chair. The only thing that was kind of a pain was getting the chair back in the box, and luckily I had video of me unboxing it and putting the chairs together, because I don't think I would have been able to do it without that video. And it's a big thumbs up to Autonomous for being so cool on having a good return policy and good customer service that was really quick and responsive. With the Titan, the customer service that I did have to deal with about the threading that was coming loose, it bugged me a little bit. I can't say that their customer service was bad, but at the same time, it sucks because the chair was pretty much brand new. Whatever, it wasn't too bad, but I will say that Autonomous had great customer service when it came to returning the chair, and that's something that I wanted to mention. It is a gaming chair, it's not an ergonomic chair. It does have lumbar support, it has the knob, you can adjust your firmness, and it comes out and you can lower it and it goes in. It comes with the pillow for the headrest. I didn't like the pillow. It actually made me feel like my neck was in a weird position when I tried to use it. And I went online and I saw people say that they don't really use it. Some people say that it's kind of comfortable if you want to lay down and take a nap and recline on it and use the pillow then. But I decided to take it off because I didn't like it. I hate to keep referring to the Ergo 2. Since that was the chair that I wanted to buy, I feel like I have to talk about it. And that chair, although it was technically an ergonomic chair, it felt really cheaply made. And it was pretty comparable in price with this chair. And I didn't feel that it was worth that much money, because when I bought it and I sat in it, the cushion felt cheap. The whole thing just felt cheap, given the fact that it's something that I sit in for so long. While this chair is comfortable and it gets the job done, I wonder if a Herman Miller Embody or an Aeron would have been a better purchase. They have the 10-year warranty that people swear by those chairs, and I really am thinking like, geez, maybe I should have just spent the money, right? Like if it's something that you're going to invest in because you use it all the time and it's supposed to be really good for your health, then buy the best thing that you can. But at the time, I just refused to purchase a chair that was that expensive. The cheapest Herman Miller is a huge price difference between this chair or the Autonomous chair, or most chairs that are like within this budget. Then some people did say, well, why don't you buy a used Herman Miller? And I'm like, I don't really want to buy a used computer chair. God knows what people do in their computer chair. But now I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe if it was really that comfortable, maybe it would have been the right thing to do. I don't know. I'm happy with this chair, but I do wish I would have gone and at least sat in some other more high-end ergonomic chairs just to see if the Ergo 2 was just a cheap piece of crap, and maybe if I sat in a legitimate ergonomic chair that's made by the best chair company that you can find, for at least what I've found. At least their marketing says that they're one of the best and they're very popular and a lot of people use them. Maybe I should have checked out a Herman Miller and sat in it. Other than that, I don't really have any buyer's remorse. It was the right price. It's a nice looking chair. It feels good. I like sitting in it. A lot of people say that gaming chairs are uncomfortable. This chair is not uncomfortable. I don't feel that it's uncomfortable, but that's something that's different for everyone. And this chair might not be the chair for you, but it is a good chair. So, try them out, test drive a few chairs and see which one you like. At the end of the day, everyone's different, and this may or may not be the chair for you, but you'll never know until you give it a try. If you do want to check out any of the Secretlab products, use my link down below. It'll give me a small commission if you end up buying something, and it'll help support this channel, and I'll appreciate it very much. With all that said, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.